bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
Down to the feeding! Down to the feeding!
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? What is going on? Let me turn down this music. Huh. How we doing here? Chels. Chels, good morning. Day 365 of Chels. What's up? What's up? MP in the house. Good morning. Happy Friday, sir. Enjoy your day off with the family. You've earned it. Good morning, Dan. What's going on? Tim, what's going on? And Mr. David, good morning. David, I did text you this morning the reading as well as a link to the StreamYard. If you want to, oh, David has entered the studio, y'all. And what's up? I just like being where the legends gather. Hey, man, what's going on?
I know, Black Box here.
There you go. Less than
Sorry,
Black
I'm
Box,
not
huh?
sporting anything dark for Friday, but
Right on.
casual Friday.
What's going on, man? How you been?
I've been good. How about everybody else?
I think everybody's been good. I think so. I mean, MP's a little bruised up. Chels is reeling after her interview of the century yesterday, and we're just hanging out. Like they said, where legends gather. I guess. I think I think everyone knows a popular quote like, "Don't be the smartest person in the room. Surround yourself by people smarter than you that will help bring you up. Rising tides, or what's the thing? Rising tides rise all ships. Man, I'm bad with quotes. And he broke his leg last night. Whoa. And so that's what I'm doing here, man. I didn't start this, but I'm glad, I'm happy to continue it on because there really are very good, smart, wonderful people that kind of jump in here and join me, and I feel like raise me up. So happy to be here. Happy to open the space for everybody.
Well, happy to grow you up then.
Exactly. Kiddos are at school and I'm just chilling. Right on, man. My younger kids have the day off today. I don't know why. Probably some sort of teacher in service day or something like that, but I will not get my semi-normal Friday alone time to work and not entertain. It will be like a Saturday for me. The teenager has to go to school, but she luckily gets to sleep in. She gets to take part in the late start Fridays. So that's how we're doing it. Just another Friday with friends.
Exactly.
What do you have going on today?
I am planning some travels for mid-February right now. I'm going to go
Work
up and
stuff
see
or family
friends.
stuff?
It's well, not so much work. I've got a couple of work appointments. We'll see what happens. But it's mostly, I've got my annual physical, and I'm going to do the doctor route. They're going to run me through, multiple appointments of tests, and then see my youngest daughter up in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to see hopefully on the way if we can get it arranged. I've got a cousin in the VA hospital. Want to visit him, so just lots of stops.
Nice. That's a good solid, you know, February. February of travel. Very good stuff. How are
And
the
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm expecting the weather, so we'll see how travel plans go. I'm going to drive, no flying.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's that always makes things a little interesting for that beginning of the year. Of those heavy winters, trying to get around places. I'm sure it takes its toll on people, like there are people out there that, don't want to shelter in place. they need to they need to get out and
Right.
flex their muscles and get their miles on. And there are other people that are, more accustomed to it. Like I would argue that I'm built more for easily hunkering down and staying home. I do get out and get around, but I think my natural state is more being at home. So, but I've never had to deal with that, so I couldn't tell you one way or another.
Well, my favorite season is winter. I love the sports, everything can do on it. I love to, I like the challenge of a snowstorm and just go
Mhm.
out and hike in it. And I don't think I earn any brownie points, but this past storm that came through, they said we're going to get like 3 feet of snow. We didn't. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day, everything got frozen. The schools are closed, and I spent a lot of time. I've got a 4-wheel drive, and I was pulling people out of the ditch. So
nice. Come to
just
the rescue.
get some fresh air, and be be a good neighbor.
So would your if you went and visited your daughter out there, would she go out and hike and explore the snow, the ice trails, or what
Oh,
have you?
absolutely not.
Morning,
My
Dr.
2
Feelgood.
older ones would. They would jump out, and they would jump out. They would suit up. My oldest
Yeah,
daughter's up in Chicago. They've gone through their inches of snow and quite a bit of the freezing temps. They got the Arctic blast that a lot of the Midwest did.
yeah,
I know the East Coast got a ton of snow, um, but at the end of the day, that there are some daughters who, and my oldest daughter and I, we ski, and so we love this weather. My middle
yeah.
daughter doesn't, she'll just show up and be a cheerleader, and my
Okay.
youngest daughter is like, oh no, it's too cold out. I'm not going outside the door.
She likes the warmth.
She does, yeah,
She should migrate down south.
yeah.
Here, Arizona's
All
nice
right,
for that.
mentioned that. So yes, correct.
Um, yeah, I mean, I definitely don't mind the cold. It's just we don't get enough of it. We don't have as much family or travel plans out there, and then I think everyone that we hang out with out here is a warm body. So we're finding we find it, it's hard for us to travel with other people. Our in-laws did just move into the mountains, so we're hoping that snow comes to Southern California so we can hang out with them, but we'll see. We shall
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah. Chelsea's talking all about gators on skis. I'm not sure if I put that together correctly, but
The idea of putting legs in two separate toothpicks to speed down an icy mountain is insanity. I mean, human life is insanity. Some would argue the idea of having a set of twins after having a child already is insanity. And I feel like you've lived that. Or a 40-year-old man going down a sled hill. I bet MP skis. Maybe not anymore. Good morning, Deepest. How are you, bud? We haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's going well. This is our friend David. He's been with us for a long time. We're just like every now and then popping new people up on the screen. Bruh, that wasn't me. I didn't plan that.
no, I'm glad you
Yeah,
reached
true
out
story.
last minute and said, "Hey, this reading makes sense to you and maybe me." So
Right? I think so. You know? I think you would. I think you would be on board with the line in here that says, dang it, they did most of the work, right? Like, if someone were to come to you right now and say, "Dude, you did it. Like, how does it feel? Like, you raised three girls. They're adults now. They're on their own. Like, you did it. Congratulations." I feel like you would go on board with that and be like, "They did all the work.
Well, I'm
I
not
just
going to pat myself on the back, but
I just enjoyed the shit out of
it
it."
happened.
Yeah. And so having that mentality of and I think it kind of can help a lot of us younger in our parenting journey. People realize that, like, at the end of the day, like, I think a lot of the times we get so caught up in what they're doing, so anxious about their safety and all this stuff. But at the end of it, we kind of got to let ourselves calm ourselves down and just realize that, like, they need this, whatever the challenge is in front of them. They need it. Like, it's helping them grow into whoever they're going to become. It's going to
Right.
be it's going to
Right.
be a story for them. Potentially it's going to be a core memory for them, or it's just going to be some forgotten thing, that was big in the moment. Oh, this teacher was so mean to me, or this person was, like, was such a bully to me. It's big in the moment, but then it, like, just disappears and you don't even remember it. Like, I don't remember the names of the people who pushed me around, or the mean teachers or the good teachers. Like, I think Chelsea's husband is a teacher, and he always asks, like, what's your favorite teacher in his podcast? And every time he asks it, I have this moment of thought where I'm like, dang it, one day he's going to ask me that question. And I don't have an answer. I don't remember my teachers.
I wonder what Chelsea's talking about being golf carted.
Golf carted me a carton of milk this morning. I think she's, I think she's just referring to, like, even, even when you're grown, which Chelsea's grown, um, parents still help out. And
Is
that's,
that
I
is
mean,
that like a
honestly,
helicopter parent?
I don't think it's a helicopter parent.
It's a different definition. Okay.
I think it's just a help. I think it's just a help out, like you were talking about
Right.
helping people, pulling them out of the snow. Those aren't your kids, but if Chelsea got stuck in the snow, if she actually went out today in those 4 inches of snow, I'm sure her mom or the local David would help her out.
Oh,
And
Dr.
yeah, they
Phil.
live in this. I think they're
Yeah.
neighbors, right, Chelsea? I think her parents moved on, like, the same block or something. Ooh, that'd be nice in MP. Like, that would be really cool. I think, yeah, my mom moved next door and it's been a bigger blessing. Yeah, so MP's talking about his neighbors looking to sell, and his parents might buy it. That's great. Grandparents close by is a move. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
You're her
when I
little
look
baby.
at the reading, I think a big thing that pops out to me is the fact that this might be a impolite challenge to other moms and dads. It's like, are you afraid of those conversations when they come up? Some parents get mad. Some parents are confused. Remember, my parents. I'm thinking of raising my daughters and my thinking back to my childhood. I started asking my mother about questions on growing up, and she handed me a book and said, "Read this; it'll explain everything."
Hmm.
And
So is that, like, you took that as, like, her avoiding the conversation?
oh, well, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. How was the
So yeah,
book?
that happens. And I think as I started raising my kids, I got into conversations with lots of mothers raising daughters. It's like, hey, are you willing to talk about the facts of life? It's like, I have no problem with that. I'll just tell them what I know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't know the specifics like what a mother would tell their daughter.
Yeah.
when they're, when we call it, coming online. So
Hmm.
having their first moment becoming a woman.
Yeah. I definitely try to uh, not avoid that moment. I think I did a decent enough job. And then thankfully, my girls have their mother, my wife, and she did an excellent job with them. And we've tried to make sure that it wasn't like I've tried to make sure that it wasn't like a hidden thing that like they couldn't tell me about, talk to me about it, and especially tell me in the moment, like, hey, like I'm not feeling well because of this. Because I think that's the hard. I think that's one of the harder things for women or for girls growing up in a house with boys is just being like having that like I need a minute, like I need you to back off or something like that, and not feeling like they can't say that or talk about those kind of things openly. It's a hard conversation. I wish my parents gave me a book. I didn't have a good relationship with my mom until I started having kids.
Yeah, Chelsea, I got the book and it did not help.
Yeah, I feel like so my wife's the same way, Chelsea. She says she didn't really have too good of a relationship with her parents until the kids came along and things kind of flipped and changed. Um, Mine was the opposite. I had a good relationship with my mom, and then now I don't. And then my dad's relationship has always been a little bit distant. And then, he's been trying as of late. Um, I learned everything from AOL chat rooms. It is, I mean, that's just our generation. Like, right? Like Chelsea's kids, they're going to learn everything from the AI chat
Yeah.
room. Um,
Or Google it.
yeah, Google, Gemini, whatever Google's
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Dylan, what's up, bud? Dylan, straight up lurking every day, all day. I see you, man. Um, I don't know what the same here reference is, but I'm sure it's along the lines of what we're talking about. The so I was saying like I don't know, man. Parent no parent has it together, right? And to think our parents had it together would obviously be a mistake for us now knowing what we're going through. And so I know everybody's given their parents a little bit of grace in that. But yeah, I definitely think a lot of them, I'm sure Chels thinks it about her parents, is that they could have tried. Could try a little harder, could have done a little better. I think they grew up as parents in a world where that wasn't as well known as it is for us. Like the world is making it more known right now that like we need to be better, we need to do better as parents. Like there was a big movement for a while that like dads need to step up more, not just go to work and ignore what's happening at home. My
Well,
dad's
yeah,
still
the
so
question that
okay.
begs me, which is kind of my tagline now, is what did your kids teach you?
Mm,
I mean, you're in the process of raising them and you're clueless some
yeah.
days. I'll admit that. Just make that my personal. But at the end of the day, it's like my kids decided they wanted to get into cooking. They were not, as you said earlier, just not holding back on what they were working through in their moments growing up. Um, so I got all the insight, and it's like the teacher student thing. Did the student teach the teacher, or did the teacher teach the student?
Mhm.
So it's like with your kids, it's like I always say, it's like my daughters raised me well. It's like I was clueless, no owner's manual. Kids are
Yeah.
born, and I was on my own.
Yeah. I mean, that's is definitely one of the things that you don't think about going into parenting. You're thinking a lot about a lot of things when you're going into parenting or when you're starting to think about taking that journey. But it's definitely one of the benefits, like the hidden benefits of how much they attribute contribute to your improvement, to your uh, life change, to your own growing up. Like we all, when before we have kids, we all are in that kind of like selfish 20s, 30s, whatever you are, teens. And when you have kids, you really got to grow up. Like to some degree, you still can be and should be very playful and fun and childlike. But they definitely raise you. They definitely help that situation for sure. Charles's kids taught her how to be a parent. I know that sounds wild, but I just listen to their needs and go from there. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Like, otherwise, if they didn't need you or they didn't ask for that stuff, I mean, you'd all just be sitting there throwing cornflakes on the floor. I don't think it was cornflakes. I think it was granola. But
Cheerios. Anyway,
yeah. So it's. I mean, we gotta like the reading said today. We gotta give them credit. We gotta shout them out. Definitely go in and thank your kids for raising you. That'd be a good move today. I like that idea. Might just have to do that. What's up, Chris? Morning, sir. What else, dude? What else do you got going on?
dude is busy right now. I actually had a great, and this is not a cross promotion, but I do a handful of podcasts, and you can find me on Spotify, Courage to Rise. But I had a great conversation, which is not published yet, with Lisa Reisner. She's an actress, a global. Her film actually is getting promoted on the global awards.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's going to get anything. I forget where. I think it's a February event. But yeah, it was an excellent conversation. It is very much similar to what we're talking about right now, and it was just enlightening to talk to somebody else and just connect on what works and what doesn't. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, MP, I'll get that out to you.
It's awesome. How often do you like do that on your podcast? Like interview other people?
Well, I was doing it every 2 weeks, and now I'm just kind of in a backup because I've got a handful of people I need to talk to. I've
Hmm.
gotten 3 done. I've got 6 more here before the end of February. So it's just totally coming out. And I'm also on a different series with Howard Longstaff doing Across the Pond, and we're talking about coaching.
Okay.
Coaching coaches. It's like how does coaching and what are you coaching on in the US versus Europe or somewhere else in the world. So it's
Mm,
a ton of fun. The
that's interesting.
conversations get a lot of bantering. We have a ton of fun. We joke. We have fun. Did I
Nice.
say
And
fun?
that one, how often do you do that one? Like how many episodes are in that?
That we've got 3 done. We're going to do a number 4 in first part of February.
Yeah.
There's 2 more at the end of February. So yeah, it's a ton of fun. Did I say
You
fun?
gotta you gotta sh- did you say fun? Yeah, you gotta share that around. I don't know that I've
Exactly.
ever dropped not yeah, I can give you authority to drop a link to your Spotify in the parent chat in on Twitter. That's just where we all hang out. You could do it here too, but I don't know that links. It's awesome, Donkey Kong. Chels is calling you Donkey Kong. It's David, Chels. Come on.
She just likes
Definitely
DK.
share. Yeah, I know. Brings back those childhood memories for us.
I haven't
But
played
yeah,
that game in ages,
I
but I
know.
digress.
What's funny is I think I have played it in the last like 5 to 10 years. And for me, like the nostalgia and the coolness of it is there, but it's older games seem really weird and clunky to me like today. The controllers in my hand, like nothing feels right anymore. Like it felt so right when I was a kid and a teenager and all that. but for me, it just doesn't feel the same. Like the thing, like whatever the emulators are that come out with like 1,000 games in one little thing. I think it was just because I got ruined by like the more upgraded games of the 2000s, like the Xbox games and all, just everything they've been able to do with video games is just on a completely different level than those old school games. Everyone needs a Chell's nickname. True story.
No, it's nice to
Mama
see
Bear's
Mama
here. Good
Bear.
morning.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move my mom in with me. She's unsure that she's ready to move in with us soon, I hope. Yeah, you last we talked, your mom was coming out to visit for a couple months. Um, but yeah, but I hope everything went well, and I hope it's not uh moving her in for any of, the bad reasons. I hope she's okay. But yeah, always good to keep your family close if you can. Older ages us. They are OG games, Dom. I know. We're just getting older. I was playing the
It's
other
like
day to see
vinyl
how fast I
records.
can beat it.
Right now, the kids are going gaga over the vinyl records. It's like to me, that's old school.
Yeah. Oh, for
It's like
sure.
you collect all your albums and you have your collection. And then you went to CDs and downloading, and now everybody's
hmm
excited about the vinyl.
Yep. She left praying she's here soon. Just hard being alone. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Hard for her being alone, right? I think was what you're meaning. Yeah. I mean, like MP and Chels were both talking about earlier. I think you missed it, Mom Bear, but Chels moved her mom in as a next door neighbor, and then 56 years with my dad. Yeah. And then MP is talking about his neighbors selling their home, and his parents might move in. So definitely loneliness can get you for sure in those years, especially if once you've lost your person, which I think is again what you're referring to with your dad. Well, into the weekend. I don't know where we're at this weekend. I have not talked to my wife about what is going down this weekend. Yesterday was a long day for me, and like I said, kids are off, so we'll just putz around, and then we'll see what happens. We'll out of sorts.
MP, live safe.
Yeah. Lift
All
time.
right.
Have a great day. See you, buddy. We have 8 to 10 inches of snow here headed our way. Nice. I mean, I
Mama,
hope that I
loving
hope
the
the
snow.
house I hope the house and the roads and everything in the new area treat you guys well. I know that's probably going to be an interesting one, for a new resident. You don't know how exactly it's gonna work. New to a town, you get a whole bunch of weather you didn't expect. So good luck. And yeah,
Yes, firewood.
firewood and
Actually,
yep, firewood and propane. See, prepared. They're prepared. Her husband knows. He knows. What I do? What I do?
we do love Wade Dom's brain works. Some days
It's
we
all
don't
over the place.
understand, but
Uh,
we
uh,
appreciate.
please feel free to explain, but sure, let's say that. Oh, okay. I mean, look, it- I don't have any more content for y'all out of this. So I'm loving the chat. I really appreciate, people who write in the chat. I was thinking about it the other day. Is like, um, because it was Greek Mike in the family chat. He like shouted me out and gave me thanks for doing this, like spotting your guys' comments, reading them, and it's just because it's easier for me. And then I am very caring. I do like to listen. I would like this to be a space for any of you to come in and throw out whatever's on your mind, good, bad, indifferent, and just be a listener. give you whatever comes to my mind in terms of advice or response. I feel that's what this was for me when I first, when the conversation first went. Ryan Blaze did a good job about reading the text and engaging with me. And I like those kinds of shows that I've seen, the live shows on Twitch. It's harder when you have like a big, deep audience. Um, so I'll tell you, that's part of the reason why I drag my feet whenever it comes to like trying to go grow an audience, because I, I don't think I could handle 75 people in here messaging. Whereas right now I can actually hone in on and retain some memory of Mama Bear and what's going on, and David, and what I can retain a little bit of that information, and I can chat back with you guys and get updates and be a spot where you guys can tell me what's going on.
Well, I like the couch progression. We're always
Hmm.
sharing more on our journey, if that makes sense. Everybody has their lives, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
But it's different every day. So that's what I like about these chats.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think
That's
we
my
all
joy.
go about our day in parenting, work, life, whatever, and a lot of us uh, don't have a chance to like release some of this stuff to a like-minded person, an open ear, or whatever. The other day I was at lunch with two guys, and we usually just kind of like shoot the shit and talk about real estate and the market and construction and whatever's going on in our kids' lives. And then every now and then one of the dads will kind of unload something, and it's like, yeah, if we didn't have that like little get together, and he had something on his mind, and we weren't listening and talking him through it or whatever, it's just everybody needs that kind of stuff. And if here is that place for you, then shoot, that's all I need. That's all. Here is that place for me for sure. So
I agree, Dom. Yeah. I've unloaded little things here and there, and the rest of the couch in the audience has done the same thing. So it's just
yeah.
great to have that space
Yep.
to just be open and talk.
Yeah. Yeah, Chels, I mean, this is something too. Like, we go in those bigger shows. For me, it's like I drop like a really funny like line because I'm just like hilarious in the comments, and then they don't read it or laugh, and I'm like, oh man, that sucked. I really wasted a good one there. It doesn't actually matter, but like that's always what I felt was like a priority for me, is just making sure that if you guys take the time to type, I want to take the time to read it and give it some sort of attention. Like, you're spending your time with me 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you're texting like while driving, Dylan. You're texting while parenting, you're texting while working or working out. So I want to give it a little bit of love, a little bit of response. So yeah, thank you all very much. When you have a good line, repeat it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. And what I do is, after I put the good line in, I look for a smirk in someone's face. I'm like, I think they read it. It's just,
Right.
like our kids do, until someone acknowledges it. Yeah, yeah. Not like that. No, no, no. I'm not gonna do that. Just like
Oh,
copy and paste it and spam it in the chat. No, no, no.
that's
I'm
like
not.
toddler conversations. Like, why? I already told you. Why? Why?
Dad, did you see this? Dad, did you see this? Mom, look at this. Come over here. Look what I did. Yeah. Yep. They do. They laugh, but won't say anything. Tom's another one. I get Tom to smile and smirk, and I can see it when he reads the comment, but then he doesn't give it any more attention than that. But I see that I got him. That's always fun. Um, yeah, they're all good. All right, David. Thank you very much for coming up
Thank
here
you.
and hanging out with me this Friday.
Yeah.
Um, always appreciate you hanging out and being one of my chat bots.
Yeah, make me a chat bot.
Everybody else, appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Everybody have a amazing Friday. Thank you. And good solid weekend. Stay warm. Sorry you're all getting snow and in the cold, while me and Chris here are just down south enjoying the heat. It's like heat wave this weekend for us. We're gonna be up in the 70s or 80s or some shit like that. It's ridiculous. I was like sweating yesterday. It pissed me off. Like, where's the winter? But all right, everybody, see you later.
Yeah, TGIF. Everybody.
Yep. Friday.
All right.
Everybody.